Avengers. Like they just play the whole Avengers trailer, then he shows up in the last thing, goes, "Hey, what's up?" And that's it. And it's all done.
I would love it if he was going through puberty and he had that really like cracky voice. Like, hey guys, get away from her.
He has that a little bit, I think. I mean, he's got that little like, you know.
No, he's definitely pubic.
He's post-puberty.
No, pubic, way
He's
better.
fully pubic.
Pubic's way better.
Man, do I want a beer, Gavin? I don't want a beer.
You do
What
want
is
a beer.
the fancy liquor that we have sitting
This is something we stole from
on
Bethany.
the table right in front of me?
There you
That's
go.
the
I
chili-
don't want a shiner. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me?
Were you?
What's wrong with you?
Were you not on that episode of the podcast?
No, it was Blaine.
Oh, right. We stole that from Bethany. It's like a
I gave
ancho
up.
chili liquor.
Oh, why?
At first, it seems like the worst thing in the world.
Yep.
So
Then
good.
it's like the best thing in
Guess
the
what
I'm
world.
at
this
that
is?
point in the discussion. Is that it?
Yep.
You're just drinking it straight?
Yep. The first sip is like awful, and then it really
I'm
grows.
gonna give you some advice.
It's like Fireball if instead of cinnamon it was like a chili.
I like it.
Gross.
It's so good.
Basically sounds like
I'm
mezcal.
with you, Gus.
We're just more sophisticated, Barbara.
Would you hand it to me, Barbara, so that I can sniff it?
I would love to.
I will give it the sniff
A
test.
burn.
It's called
Anchovies?
Acholeas. Is that how you say it?
Underlay.
All right.
Give it a whiff. You'll see if you like it.
God, no. I know. I may or may not have touched my nose to this.
I saw. I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, we all saw. The camera was on you.
I may or may not have done that. Gotta get
Now
my
it's
nose.
extra spicy.
Gotta get my nose into
Well,
the mouth.
it's
of the
liquor,
bottle.
right? I mean, it disinfects.
It'll be fine.
It should be totally fine.
If you
wanna
were
drink
if
it more now.
I got my nose on anything else, you would clean it with that, so you're fine.
You would- what?
So we should just like
Okay.
slosh it around and they'll be clean.
It'll be totally clean.
Although bits of nose dust would fall into the
Nose dust.
What I got you with the shoe the other day, the Kung shoe, when
Yeah.
I came up to the studio after getting on the plane, stood right there. I want to talk about how good a shot that was because Gus has his laptop and his mic.
You threaded the
and I
needle.
made it through the gap.
Yeah, and you were like at an angle too. You weren't right in front of us.
No, I was off to the side. It came right by Gus. Gus doesn't even react. The shoe just goes straight by him. And God, if that microphone had been moved,
It would have hit the middle of my face.
it would have just like right smack in your mouth and nose.
It would have been full of like airplane shoe too. Like not just normal.
Like, I
shoe.
think I got all the gammy foot dust anyway, but it would have like smeared on my face.
Foot dust. What's the foot dust? Like the shoe, the foot
For example,
leavings that came
take
out?
your shoes off and slam them together.
Oh.
There's gonna be some dust.
That's shoe dust, though. That's foot dust.
The shoe goes in your foot. It's foot's a location.
What?
Yeah, but the
That's
dust is on
hand
the
dust,
shoe.
not
The dust is
glove
not on the
dust.
foot. If you slap your feet together, you're not gonna have dust fly off of them.
Do it. I bet. Let's backlight that shit. You got foot dust.
Where did the dust come from?
Probably just dead skin.
The shoe, it's dust that falls on the shoe.
Oh, it's like dirt. You know, dust is human skin. Right?
Do you not ever walk around with just socks?
Yeah.
All got dust.
Barbara, you didn't
Yeah,
know
but
that?
that's on the sock. not
All
my feet.
dust is just human skin.
Dust is what percentage human skin? 95% human
Something
skin?
like that.
You
I
see
didn't-
like
I
dust
knew
and
it
you're like
was part.
when you're like rubbing your hand over stuff and it's like the dust.
Yeah.
That's you shedding.
But when you're in like a really old attic and it's full of dust and there hasn't been humans in there for
It's spider skin.
Do you think you could take?
I don't believe that.
What percentage of dust is human skin?
But then how do you explain the dust of like all the places that are abandoned?
Usually 70 or 80%.
Then it's just 20%.
Is it ghost skin?
Ghost.
Whoa, Scoob!
Do you think you could collect your lifetime supply of dust? Say you're 50. Take all of your personal dust. Could you make a pile big enough to save your life if you jumped off the roof of the building?
Sure.
You human dust?
And you could save your own life with your own body.
No.
Yeah.
Cushioning.
Absolutely could.
How
That
tall
would
is
be
the
cool.
building?
I think I assume you mean like single story, jumping off the roof of a house.
Like jumping off the roof of the hangar.
Then you could say I could survive an 80-foot fall with nothing more than my body.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
It's like a little trick.
It's like a
It's like a bar trick.
30 trick.
It's a
but yeah,
long play.
It's a big commitment.
Just do the superhero landing. You're good to go.
Did you hear about the dude who cracked the knuckles in one hand his whole life and not the other?
Oh yeah.
To prove that that didn't cause arthritis?
The hero.
And
I guess that must have been like around for a long time.
It
And
must
he
have
didn't.
been
He was fine.
so dissatisfying for the other hand. Like when I've popped a finger on this hand, I'm like,
yeah, but usually if you don't crack your joints, you don't desire it on that part. Like people who
no,
get
I like symmetry. It's
People-
like when someone.
Yeah, I don't worry about that. Like if I crack my middle finger, I don't have to crack my middle finger on my other hand.
Have you ever been getting rubs where they like move down one arm or like on your hand, and they're like,
like a massage.
yeah,
Why did you say rubs?
and you're like
'Cause he's a
halfway
cat.
through the hand one.
I call it rubs too.
Yeah, they're cool,
Yeah.
right? And like the person's halfway through your hand, and because you know your other hand's coming up, you're like, all right, finish up on this hand. Let's get to the other. I wanna feel the same thing.
Do you
on
ever
my
get your
hand
feet massaged?
there. No,
Have you ever not? Never
I
had
haven't.
your
I
feet
don't go
massaged?
for rubs often. I've been like once or twice.
You know what feels
I just
real
saw
good?
you in like a photo with Meg. Like you guys were like getting pedicures or something.
Pedicures? No, we got rubs.
Is that what you're going to do?
Uh-huh.
Get rubs?
It was like a birthday spa thing. I got.
a birthday spa.
Birthday spa. But whenever someone pulls on your toes and
Yes.
it's like almost to the point of cracking, doesn't that feel so good?
No, I want the crack.
But even just the pull.
Do you ever think it would feel good if
Feels
someone
good, man.
tied little strings to all of your toes and then you were hung upside down by it?
What?
Like it would just be like it'll pull them real good.
It'd feel good for like half a second when they crack, and then you're like, ow.
Do you not think they would support your weight?
I don't know.
If you had, okay,
toes-
let's assume you weigh 150 pounds.
Okay, let's assume
you
I weigh
have-
150 pounds, everybody.
I'm looking at Gavin. I think it's a fair estimate. And you have 10 toes, and you divide the weight evenly. Would that be 15 pounds of weight
Oh,
per
no,
toe?
your toes can totally. Your toes and your fingers are the same thing.
Well, it's not. It's like the big one will take care of a lot of pounds. The little one, not so
Imagine your
much.
pinky toe carrying 15 pounds.
I think if you tied individually to each toe and hung me like a bat, I could stay that way without a toe fall.
You're gonna break your toes.
I think what I'd do is
Maybe-
I'd clench them up, so I'd be like doing little toe pull-ups.
Yeah, but
It would
don't
just
know.
like, it would squeeze all the blood in your toes. And
it would
pour,
cut the
like,
circulation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the word.
it probably wouldn't be pleasant.
Squeeze your blood.
I've always been kind of like freaked out about how strong my hands are versus other parts of my body.
Gavin?
No, but look, your hand is like there's no like muscle on your hand. Like if you go to the gym and you
So there's
work
no
out,
muscle on your hand.
there's not much. I mean, it's tiny. Like I can't flex my hands. and
All
make-
of this, there's all like muscles everywhere. Look at
No,
that.
no, I have muscles that let me move my hand, but I can hold my entire body weight with my fingers. Like I can like grab a ledge and hold myself. You never think about your grip.
But a lot of that's coming from your arm muscle, isn't it?
If I'm hanging by my fingers, right? Like if I'm just like pulling myself, I'm not saying like my fingers like totally lifts me up, but when I go to lift myself up, it's all that. But I have to maintain my grip with my hand. Even when you're working out at the gym, if you build your bicep up to where you're doing like curls with a 60-pound weight, your biceps gets enormous, but your hands are holding that 60-pound weight. They have that grip on it as well. It's just amazing to me how strong like your hands are, and you don't think about it. 'cause
So are there hand workouts you could do to make your hands
they
stronger?
got those little
There's,
squeezy
there's
like
little
grips.
grip